Um, and then that's when again I was asking Spirit what was their names, and I saw the word Jasmine.
I put my heart in every song. Maybe one day I will make it home. This one my niggas that's dead and gone. I ride for my brother, we breaking bones, yeah. Big back would take pain away. I ride with the nah, shit ain't the same. We got to that bag, they hate the chase. Wish he took the safe away. Streets was call my name today, man. I just wanna get paid today. I pop this perk and fade away. You here with me and came to stay. Got some kills who toting big glocks. Test ain't let no big shots. I can't go, I need that wrist watch. Love no hoe, just like that big guap. Bro gon' blow, he ain't no bitch now. No rap, he ain't no snitch now. No cap, he knew them bricks out. From movie, pour that blick out. My mom need it, I always speak.
What's up, everybody? It's Deanna, and I'm coming back with another video. If you are new to my channel, basically what I do is I'm basically a spirit translator. Honestly, I just translate messages in the way that I see them, hear them, or perceive them. And today I'm coming with a reading from, it's basically the victims of Samuel Little. Now, he is currently in his late 70s now, but when this did happen, it was like the early, dang, that's how you know I really be trying to like not, lately I haven't been trying to dive too deep into the news spectrum of it, because I just wanted to know what I needed to know for the time being and not read too much. And actually it was too emotional, but it was like I don't even know what time it started, but I think it was 1970 through 2005. I know it ended in 2005. I don't know when it started, but it started way back in the day. Now, if you guys are new to this case, basically this man then murdered up to a number of 90 women. So if you know me, imagine trying to, it was very hard to pinpoint, not even pinpoint, it was just like I was being thrown left, right, sideways, here, there. It was just so much that I really needed someone else to validate for me. Let me just get into the reading because I keep on talking and I'm already like 3 minutes and 39 seconds. He murdered over 90 women, and one website said 54 were discovered and one said 34. So I'm not really sure. But I'm not really sure which one is which, but there's still a big number of unsolved cases that he committed. Well, crimes that he committed. Let me just get into the reading because I realized that when I was going with this, I realized that I got on page 8. So let me just get into the reading. Why is her face stuck in my head? I think it's I don't know, maybe I looked at the picture too long. But oh yeah, it just made me think of how I came about this reading. Well, basically, I like to tell you how I came about it. If it was Instagram, a news post, whatever, however it may be. So one night, 2 nights ago, I couldn't sleep, and I had a bad dream. And sometimes when not even sometimes, I know that when I dream, Spirit is showing me different things. And it was a weird dream because I kept on going in and out of scenes. But long story short, I woke up and I actually cried because it was so emotional. Because it was just like, I can remember seeing them, like all of them in the tub interacting with this man. But then there's the one scene that I have of the older gentleman asking to see his face before he murders him. And that part is stuck in my head. And then there was also a young boy who was there. And it was just crazy. It was like this serial killer, like a bathtub serial killer. It was a white man, and the victims were all men, and it was just weird. But white men, there was like one young boy who was there. But yeah, it was a little bit traumatizing. Not even traumatizing, it was just scary. you know. I see the word agony. Let me get into my reading. Yeah. You're gonna understand why I see the word agony, but it just all ties back into the reading. Yeah. So, and remind you, this started off of a dream. So I started this reading early in the morning because it went from searching up that to finding Samuel Little. Okay. It was really seeing his pictures first, the pictures that he drew. See, Samuel is the type of killer who will draw his victims. Spirit showed me the word connection again, but I'll get into that later. But he's the type that would draw his victims, and he draws them very well. And for me, that was also emotional because it's like you took their lives and did whatever you did, and then you draw them so beautifully. It's kind of like sick. Like he needs to be in a mental institution. But let me just get into the reading. So I started at like 8:10 a.m. And the first words that I saw was dead sisters. I saw them when thinking if the family knew the status of these women who were missing and the fact that they were killed by this certain serial killer, like one of those families that had the feeling that he had to do this, like he had to take my daughter. And also I get a flash of the woman who I've seen before, who I mentioned in this reading. It was the one, she's holding, I think that's her daughter, but she's holding the picture of the woman that he killed. She's not holding it, it's on the table actually, but there's pictures around it and it's her. So I think that resonates into what I was saying about her knowing that it could have possibly been him. It's just a mother's intuition. Not even a mother's intuition, a parent's intuition, someone that cares for you intuition, more like a soul connection, but that's too deep for right now. But I saw these women after thinking about the hours of pain that they must have been in. It was the one, I'll insert a picture. It was the one that was painted all blue with the orange hair. And it was the one with the half-cut hair over her face. I saw them twice, and it was something significant with what happened to them. I don't know. I see the words help case. Well, yeah, that's the plan. See, this is the real behind the scenes of what I do. I have to read so much because it's the way I write it and the fact that I did this 2 days ago. So it's like I want to go over everything and make sure that everything's right. And when I was looking just at the drawings, I didn't want to read anything, but ooh, that feeling just came over me. When I was looking at the drawings, I didn't want to read too much about it because when I first looked at the drawings, I saw the words prostitutes and drug users. But then it said later that those were the type of women that he killed. And I can't believe that all of them were prostitutes and drug users. You know, I did read one about one victim that said she sold drugs, you know, and he said that she could have been a drug user because she sold drugs. When I was looking at the picture and I didn't want to scroll yet, I knew that some of these pictures were from the year 98 and 2005 because it did have the significant dates right at the top, so it's kind of hard to miss because it's right there in your face. The main thing that I was really trying to take away from that is the fact that 2005 pictures are in his drawings. So it means that some of those who he drawn were recently killed, like during the end of his serial killings in 2005. But then that's when I saw the words drug users, and I saw the words abuse. And then that's when I saw the word stalker. And I'm also insert the picture. But you guys, I did not realize what that was until I zoomed in. Swear to God, I thought they were birds. But I saw the words praying woman. Now, this is a woman with her hands in a certain position, and I was just staring at it, and then I saw the words praying woman cover my vision before I could even finish writing. But so I zoomed in on it, and she has a really sad facial expression. It reminds me of the tear that I saw, like his drawing, his type of drawing, like the way he sketches everything, but it was a drawing of a tear on her face, but she looks very sad. It's just her facial expression that she's making is one of those. Yeah, I saw the words praying woman, and the fact is that when you zoom in really close, he drew crosses. I thought they were birds, not crosses, but they're crosses. And I'm like, wow, wow, wow. And Spirit says to trust, because I always second guess things, you know, because I'm being pulled left, right, here, there. And it's like, just trust. And also the word honest. I also see that I should always be honest with you guys, even if it's some things that are too impersonal to share, you know. And I share these things because Spirit also, I get a lot of direction, a lot of, let's just say I have spirit guides, and they tell me to always be myself and to believe. But that's off topic. That's off topic. When I saw this praying woman, see, I talked too fast about the tear because I saw the tear when I was writing. I was writing down that I felt like his drawing reflects his murders and the personalities. And then that's when I actually saw, like, no, I didn't see this right then and there, but I did see it. Ooh, something funny is going on with my heart. Beats hard when I like have anxiety, and it's weird because I feel it in my throat. It's like boo. I keep getting distracted, but when I first, before I even could dive into the reading, I remember that I saw the fact that he signed his drawings, and I see the word so clear in the word form. But the fact that he signs, I see water. It looks like a lake, but it's like clear, nice water. But it's like a bank, like a concrete bank, and there's like land on the other side. But yeah, I was basically reminded of the words that he writes next to his pictures when I was talking about the fact that I feel like his drawings reflect his murders and personalities. Then that's when I got a flash again of the words that he's writing. And then that's when I saw the tear on the woman's face, and I tried to finish what I was writing. And then that's when Spirit cut me off with seeing the word in my vision, connection. So I'm gonna just read it. I feel like his drawing reflects his murders and their personalities. I saw the, ooh, it happened again. I saw the words he writes and then cut off by the words tear. Near the words tear, next to the pick, cut off by the words connection. And then the woman with the dark hair that is facing this way, because for a moment there it kind of threw me off guard since it's been a minute, but I remember now. And oh, that's what Spirit means by clear. Huh. Okay, Spirit just told me. But because it's all the words means, and after seeing the word clear again. But I see that woman facing this way, and she has the dark hair. And I see a gray background. Well, the gray background, but I feel like it feels so repetitious because he uses gray a lot. And the thing about that was the fact that I saw the word trans woman. He was into trans women. He looks sick to me. Well, he does have a lot of mugshots, and something that's popping into my mind is his eyes. They're like red and watery, and it's a mugshot of his, but they look watery and he looks sick. And it reminds me of the fact I stopped like that because I'm trying to read this, and I just got reminded of the fact that Spirit said what they said about him being close to dying. I mean, he is old in age, but seeing him in that state, that's when I was writing about the crying woman. I continued on the next page so I won't lose myself. And then that's when I saw a picture that looked like this. Don't look at my nails, but the picture looked like that. That's what, I believe that's a prostitute. Obviously it's a prostitute or someone that's doing things for money. Well, paid her. Spirit reminds me of the words that's right here in front of my face. But yeah, she's bending over. The way that I see the vision is the fact that it looks like you've seen a car, so it's on the street, like a thin road, and there's like, you would have to look from back here in the air. That's where the camera is, like a night pole. Like you could see the light flashing down on the car because it's like, you know, the street lights. You can see the street lights in the vision, but you know that the camera's back here because that's the angle that I see her from, is back there. And I see her like that, the way that she's bent over like that, but her back is like facing me. And she has on this white fluff coat, and she has on a short skirt, and she has on these heels. And the car is dark, it's black, and it's a smaller car. And Spirit shows, it's reminding me of things. The fact that the other car that I seen pull up into the gas station, might as well say it now before I forget, the top of it was boxed. It was like a box car. But when I saw that woman, I first saw the word camera, signifying to the one that was back here. And then after I was writing all of that, I saw the words paid her. And you see nighttime beside that, the drawing of the car, because certain things that I write beside it, Spirit tells me to write beside it so that people can notice. Because I know that when people look at things, people are going to pay attention to what's beside it, what's around it. So sometimes Spirit says, write this or write that. Like on the next page, it says light skin. Spirit wants you to pay attention to her skin color. And with the cars, Spirit wants you to pay attention to the fact that it's nighttime. But I saw the word unsolved crime. And then that's when I saw the population dots and the fact that they were all in the same area. And it's just like this feeling came over me again, but more like a type of thing. Like, you know, I kind of forgot I saw that today. But I saw the words, well, first I saw Motel 6, and then that's when I saw the words Holiday Inn and the words he visit there. So I think that's where people should be checking, the Holiday Inn, because not only did I see the words, but I also saw the hotel sign. And you also need to check Motel 6. Now, I have to show you guys my population dots, because that's kind of how I saw it on the map. But I just wanted to draw it for you guys to kind of give you a visual of what I've seen. It was like clusters that were close together, but then some were far away. But I saw the words prostitute again. What is that I drew? Don't know. But I saw the words prostitute again. And then that's when I saw the blonde woman with the choker. And then that's when I saw the blue woman, the all blue woman. And then that's when I saw the naked woman. Well, she wasn't naked, but I saw the words reason. And I saw her, I basically saw the one with her breasts exposed. And then that's when I saw the one that, to me, she looked like a showgirl. I'm not gonna say that. I feel like it's not relevant about if she was a trans woman or a woman. It doesn't matter. But yeah. But seeing the word reason and then seeing the half naked woman that I saw, and then the word prostitute, it kind of makes me think that these women are kind of in the same lane with each other. You know what I mean? But I kept seeing the words drug user, and then that's when I saw the word drawn sad. And I wrote down that I noticed the red on her neck, and then Spirit showed me the word connection, because the picture that I'm about to show you, it kind of looks like it could be a part of whatever necklace that he drew or whatever. But it's something there, and it kind of looks like blood. And when I saw that, I'm starting to realize, because I know some of these that I saw were connected to some women, but I paused like that because of the fact that this part is for her. Because I was thinking of, because multiple women were shown to be sad, or how they felt emotionally, but it was the woman with the flower in her hair and the fact that she was drawn sad, and seeing the word connection when I saw the red on her neck. And the word connection goes back to, I feel like his drawing reflects his murders and their personality. I saw the words he writes cut off by the words tear, and continues sentence with next to the picture, and then the word connection. But and then that's when I asked Spirit, can you show me what I can help with the most? And then Spirit said their names. So I said, okay, let me try to see what their names are. The first name that I saw was Rose. And then that's when I heard, I was in the bathroom at this time, and then that's when I heard, it was TT, it was Tanya, it was Monique. That's a song by The Dream, but it's kind of coincidental to be asking Spirit the names and then be like, it was TT, it was Tanya, it was Monique. So I'm gonna take that as a message. Let's just say that we're gonna take that as a message, okay? And then that's when I saw the word hidden secrets, grave secrets hidden. Reverse it if you will. Sometimes certain words should be reversed. And then that's when I thought, were any of them mothers? And then that's when my heart just did the thing again. Then that's when I saw the words multiple. And then I forget what lady I was talking about, but I saw the word parking lot. And I also saw the words grocery shopping. And then that's when I saw a few bags on top of a kitchen counter. That's what I mean by the things that Spirit tells me to throw in there, because they say the brown kitchen. So it's something to point out that the background is like a brown type of thing. Well, you know, theme. But I saw these bags in the middle of the kitchen. It was either a table or an island. I didn't see the details, because if it was a camera, it would be up close to the bags. But I knew that car keys were there, and it was just a set of keys, but I knew that it was a car key specifically. And then that's when I wrote down that I keep seeing the names Rose and KJ. And then I was thinking to myself, I can't believe that he did that to all of these women. And then that's when Spirit reminded me of the age that I read on the news. I think it was New York Times or one of them, but it said his age right there. And he was 70 at the time. And then that's the age I saw on. It was like I basically saw the words from the news, 70. Like, I don't know. Let's say if you see a word on my screen and you have a dream and the dream is the word you saw on my screen. It's kind of like how it is. But I saw the word 70 from the news clip, and I saw the words close dying. So he is close to dying. And I also saw the words his houses and the words young girl. Well, young girls. And as I was going over this, I heard the words a sweatsuit. And then I was sitting there thinking about the case laying in my bed. And then that's when I saw the word earrings. And I saw the black woman with the gray hair. And I actually did see that she was really wearing those earrings. But I wondered what were so significant about those earrings. Maybe they were her favorite. I'm not sure. But that's crazy. I stopped like that because I saw like the word cocaine and white drugs. But then the next part is the fact that I keep seeing the fact that some women were on drugs. Well, I said I keep seeing the fact that some were drug addicts. And then that's when I saw the words for her. And then that's when I said to myself, it doesn't matter. I basically said to myself, no, I saw the words for her because there was a woman that caught my eye. And when I said this to myself, Spirit said for her. But I was basically thinking, like, despite them being drug addicts, I feel like they could have had a bright future ahead of them, you know, and they could have been wonderful mothers or a doctor or anything, you know, change their life around. And I saw the words for her, for the woman that she was obviously a black woman, but she was drawn in all gray, and she had green right here on her picture. Then that's when I saw the words his houses again. While I was reading something that he said. And he said, this was on New York Times, I never killed no senators or governors or fancy New York journalists. Nothing like that. I killed you, it'd be all over the news the next day. I stayed in the ghettos. So, yeah, I want to get more into that when I get to something else, because Spirit reminded me of what he said in connection to that. So let me just keep going. It was this picture that I'm gonna insert, and an orb went over this sentence. That orb went over the words somewhere in Gulfport. So she is somewhere in Gulfport. It's a fact. And I kept on seeing the words that he wrote about his victims in the pictures, because when you zoom in close, you can see some of the pictures, like it says cornfield or water. I kept seeing those over and over again. And then that's when I saw the words he remembered, and of the woman with the missing poster, it was like a up close, the details of her lips. And then that's when I saw the words innocent look innocent, reverse it if you will. And then that's when I saw a road sign. It looked like the number 32, but well, don't take my word for that. It was 30 something, but it was white on a blue sign that looked like this. And then that's when I saw the words near houses, and then that's when I saw a smaller size bra. It was like hanging, like someone hanging it like this. It was just a vision. Then that's when I saw the words hers. And then that's when I saw the words bag. and a orb went over the word grassy. Spirit kept showing me that grassy, grassy from the missing poster. I'd be forgetting I have neighbors with kids. Then that's when I saw that someone's ankle was bruised and twisted. Before I show you the picture, it is a little graphic, but it was like coming out of grass. It was a leg poking out, a light-skinned person. She didn't have much brown in her. She was a light-skinned woman, I can tell you that. And the upper portion of her thigh was heavily bruised. It was like really bruised. And her ankle was turned this way. It just was, it was crazy. Because the whole day, you guys, for 2 days, I even feel it right now, but my ankle was so sore. It was so freaking sore. It wasn't even funny. It had me upset that I even did the reading in the first place, because I know that when I do the readings, I know that I can feel certain things. So I'm feeling it right now. But it hurt so bad that I couldn't even lay my foot down properly. I couldn't touch my foot on the floor. Like when I touched my foot on the floor, it hurt. It was just crazy for 2 days. The second day was a little bit better, but for 2 days, I was a little bit upset. But I saw the words, I kept seeing the words hers, like signifying to her purse, signifying to her legs, signifying to the bra that I saw. But what else did I see along with this? I'll read it later, but let me just show you the picture. That's what it looked like to me. Then that's when, well, she did have, the way he drew her eyes, he didn't just draw her eyes for no reason, because I see the word sad life for her, but it's the emotion that is drawn into her eyes. But I did see like dark bruises on her face, like they were like really black bruises on her chin right here, like it was a lot of them. I wouldn't say small bruises, but like patches of bruises. I saw the words follow her car and ride her ride, reverse it. But and then that's when I saw the reaction of someone waking up bound, hostage. And I'm kind of glad I don't remember this as well as I saw it the first time, because it's like they're laying in front of you and they're like moving their head and they're like waking up with this scared face, like oh my god, where am I, you know? And again, it's a light-skinned woman and her mouth is bound and her hands are tied in front of her and she's laying on the floor. I think something significant about this is he keeps trying to pinpoint his murders. I saw the word swallow pride, but he keeps trying to pinpoint his murders in the scene of the car. And I feel like it's throwing people off because I keep seeing his houses and I keep seeing the fact that I keep seeing different things. Like the apartment building. It's like certain areas where he was at that he isn't giving. Like Motel 6. I see it again, Motel 6. But when I saw this woman, I saw the words restrain her, and then I saw the words pregnant her. And then I saw the words near field, and then that's when I said, what field, Spirit? And then I saw the words abandoned building. And then when I saw her height, it said 5'5", but Spirit said 5'4". And then I saw the words near town and Springfield. Remind you, we're still talking about the same girl on the missing poster. And then that's when I went to the girl who had the blue bandana on. Now, it also said that, also mentioned this in the beginning, but she was one of the transgender women that he had affairs with. And I wrote down that she was a heavy drug user. I paused like that because when I was reading that, it said that she was a prostitute, I think. And the fact that I wrote down that she was a drug user, it's kind of sad because it said that she was approximately the age 18, 19. And it's just some things that I saw was the words turning 18 and that he was messing with girls this young, and the fact that he drew on the side of the picture Mary's age, so it's not his first time. But let me keep it going. After I saw that, I saw the woman with the earrings that I told you about, and I saw a poisonous drink. It was like a darker drink, like kind of like coffee to me. But it was a not black, but a darker brown, grayish, that was visible in the drink, kind of like an oil that was sitting on top of the drink. And then that's when I saw a clock. It looked like it was almost 12. And then that's when I saw the words August. And then that's when I saw leaves falling off a tree. And I also saw the word someone new. And then I saw a bartender wiping a counter with like a thicker cloth. I kept seeing the word someone watches. I saw that twice. And he has on a silver watch. And he takes a drink from his seat. You guys don't mind my nails. Can you see that? That's my clock. But what's in the middle, what you see, that's a person. You can see his head. Those two scribbles on the side is the chairs that he's sitting in between. That was darker in my vision. It's like kind of like a filter. It's kind of darker on this side, dark on this side. But I can see him sitting in the middle of these single chairs. They're like rounded chairs, rounded tops. And then I kept seeing, I saw the number 2000 in 1991. And then when I was going over this, I saw the word same year. Oh, that's weird. Because when I first did the reading, I went over the word year. And I saw the word same year. Something about that year. But then that's when I saw the word near restaurant, closed. So closed restaurant near, I don't know. It could be abandoned. It could be concerning with the murder, you know, like near restaurant closed, you know, what else would that mean? You know, it either was a closed restaurant or it actually closed down. Spirit goes over the words, it's almost 12. But then that's when I saw that a camera was watching again. And she was talking to this man, another woman. She was talking to this man smoking a cigarette. And it looked like, to me, outside of a store. But I did see a car pulling up this gas station. The way the parking lot was, you know it's a gas station. But this is basically what I saw. And this is the car with the box top that I was talking about. But this one is in black. It's actually white. And the front has like the sidewalk. That's basically what I saw. That arrow is how I've seen him turning in, parking, and then the sidewalk. And then that's when, again, I was asking Spirit what was their names. And I saw the word Jasmine, Michelle, Star. But Spirit, I didn't want to write the name Veronica because I have a grandmother. Her name is Veronica. And Spirit said real name and then showed me the name Veronica. And then that's when I saw the word heaven sent. But let me just read it, because I also thought, was there a nickname? Was there a last name? That's where you get the name Moore from, Moore, and Smith. So Michelle, Star, Rosemary, and then that's when I saw the words tall grass, heard Mackenzie, and then that's when I saw the word angel says. And then I saw the word unspecified time, and then I saw that found one. Something was found. I'm thinking that's related to the case. You know, people will never want to give you credit what credit's due. But when I was going over this, I saw a red lipstick on a shot. Oh no, I saw a red lipstick on a shot glass when I was talking about the bartender. That's when I saw the red lipstick on a shot glass. It was like, it wasn't a deep red. It was like a pink. Like a hot pink-ish. And it was one of those shot glasses with the grooves in it, like the indents on the sides. Ooh, 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 ooh. I do not want to feel that. But I saw the word broken nose, and the pain is where the dot is and what I just felt just now. That's how I saw it. It was an up-close visual of the nose area. Again, light-skinned woman. A lighter woman. I wouldn't say a light-skinned woman, but she had like brown color to her. I saw the word unsolved crime and the word June and dumpster and the word spring. But now that I'm going over my notes, seeing the word dumpster only reminds me of what I read that he did to that one girl. I actually read all that today, like certain details about the girls that I didn't get into then. But he basically, it was the one that I think she was a junkie, something like that. And she was a crackhead, he said. And they spent days together. He said that he loved her. And after a few days, he killed her, and she was about 200 pounds, and he thought that since he couldn't carry her, it'll just be fine for him to dump her on a pile of trash. But since we're talking about that, Spirit shows me again the deserted car with the windows and everything tore out. It looks kind of old, like the paint's chipped, like it's, no, not burnt, but it looks worn out. My mom's smoking that cigarette again. My asthma is just, I'm sensitive to everything. Addicts, man. Gotta quit the cancer sticks. But I saw the word barefoot and bruised leg and unspecified time. Oh, I saw the word, no, I said that wrong. I saw the word broken foot first, barefoot and bruised leg, and that's talking about obviously what I talked about before. And I did say that there was stuff that I saw that I was going to say later, and that's basically what I was talking about. It just, Spirit went back to that moment, literally. And I was thinking of the fact he did all this with all this blood on his clothes, so much evidence, so sloppy. And then that's when I thought, like, he didn't really care, because Spirit showed me the word ghetto. That, well, when I wrote it down, Spirit showed me the word that I wrote down about him saying that it was in a ghetto and the fact that it was okay because of these women's circumstances. And I saw the words, he knew that. I said that so backwards because I got so intense with it. But I saw the words that he knew that. And when thinking the fact that everything that he did was noticeable, like the scratches on his body, everything, you know? And then seeing the word ghetto as I write that, it's just, it's sad because it's the reality of it. 50 minutes and 16 seconds and I'm on the 7th page. But the fact that he took advantage of, this is back in the day, right? And you know, back then they didn't really care about these women, these colored women, or these women in poverty as much as they do about the other folks. So it was easier to go in these towns, literally the ghetto, because the ghetto is a segregated place created by the government. Literally going into the ghetto and picking up vulnerable women. Spirit shows me again the word vulnerable. Vulnerable women. It's sad. It's really sad. Some of them are just women that want to make it home, you know? Just women that just want to get it done and over with and go home. And Spirit's showing me the woman in the gray, again, as I talk about this subject. Because it must be the fact that her life connected to this topic so much that she could have really made something different with herself. But she met the devil that day. It's the woman in gray. I'm going to insert a picture again. But let me get done with this reading. It's just sad, man, the circumstances that women are put in, and the fact that men know this, so they take advantage of it. That's why you have perverts that go off after girls like Relisha and things like that, because they know that they're poor and that they can pay them with objects or gifts for sex, and then, you know, discard of them afterwards because they're disgusting beings. Oh, I was thinking that I had to read the notes at the top, and it's so small. I was thinking about how no one cared about a black girl in the ghetto. And then that's when I saw the mom that I mentioned earlier with the pictures all around the table. I saw the word how feels and the word agony. And that's when I was writing down how my foot hurted real bad. And then that's when I saw the name Jasmine again. And then that's when I saw the last name Moore. And I was thinking about that gray sketch, that he probably couldn't draw her normally after all the things he did to her. Like, I was thinking he drew her in that way because when you've done such horrible things, it's the woman who was sitting like this with her hair swaying to the side with the bob, and she's kind of like in a pose. Spirit's talking about her relating to what I'm saying. But where was I at? That he couldn't draw these women properly, or he couldn't draw these women properly just mentally because of what he did to them. The reason why he drew the girl blue, the reason why he draws some of these women with weirder features. Then that's when I saw the word near restaurant. I saw that twice. Oh, I'm going over the word. After I saw the fact that it resonated with the girl in all blue, I saw the word turned 18. And then that's when I saw the word near restaurant twice, when I was thinking about the location. Then that's when I saw the number 48, and then that's when I saw gold details on an apartment door number. And I know the number 2 is in it. I'm thinking it's 12, but don't quote me. It's a brown apartment door. And then I'm thinking, like, he would have had to knock me out to, you know, because I'm not going. I'm not going, baby. I'm not going. You really gonna have to fight me, like, for real. You're gonna have to, like, you're gonna have to knock me out. You're gonna have to. I see the words unconscious her kind of ruined it, but yeah. Yeah, and then that's when I saw the words. When I was thinking that, I saw the words for her, and then that's when again I saw the words dead sisters, and then that's when I saw that abandoned car in the middle of a field. And then that's when I saw the word hear a scream, and I knew that it was in a building, this apartment building. And then that's when I see a lighter skinned woman with her hair being pulled. She has thicker, coarse hair, more like a Vietnamese black woman hair. But it was like the way it was, the course of her hair, like the texture, and I wouldn't say it was in a pin because of how he had her hair, but he had a chunk of it like this. And in the other vision, I could see her grabbing back to his hands, but he has a big thing of her hair. And then that's when I saw the word aggressive. But yeah, that's basically it for the reading. I see the word accurate and the number 12. But that's the end of my reading, you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I haven't posted a video in like 3 weeks, but it feels like time flies, you know? I be doing other stuff. I do readings for people in real life. And then there was a time where like I was doing readings for like 3 days straight. And I was just so tired. I was so tired. It didn't make no sense. I was so tired. And Spirit shows me we're drained energy. But I filled my amethyst that I have behind me. You know, rocks are very energy absorbent and are healers. But because you see I have my little setup, and the amethyst is like right behind my back. But yeah, I was giving readings for like days and days and days, and it's like it just doesn't stop because it's like one person after the other. And I'm cool with people asking me questions, but like sometimes you gotta take me into consideration, because you could be talking about something. Like I have to tell people all the time, like, please don't talk about that, because you're gonna start making me have visions of it, and I don't want to see it. And that's why doing certain readings like this, it's so touchy, because you see some things you don't want to see, you feel things you don't want to feel, you know. It's draining. You hear things you don't want to hear. It's like that. It's just weird. And the word her screams popped up in my head. You see what I mean? Just stuff like that. And that lady's leg was stuck in my head for a long time. A very long time. Because not only that, but I saw her, well, maybe not her, but I saw a woman being drugged, and one of her shoes came off, one of her heels. But yeah, it's just crazy. I hope that when Spirit was talking about found one, it was really talking about this case. Discover one. And I see a pin, like one of those location pins. But maybe, you know, it might be a year from now, it might be 2 years from now, it might be when to die, I don't know. But I just, even though it happened a long time ago, it's still touchy, because he targeted women who were in such a vulnerable state. It's just the fact that growing up where I grew up, you see those type of women every day. A family member of mine falls into that category, and thinking just makes me emotional, because it's like my private life. Spirit keeps reminding me of things that I'm avoiding, the fact that I'm a private person. I saw something that I didn't want to see regarding this close family member, and she lived that prostitute life, and it was just like, men really take advantage. They know you don't want it, and they still take advantage, and she's only doing it because she's a drug addict and she just wants her fix. I really hope if she's watching this, she didn't watch the end. Oh man, it's not for you. I don't know if I should include that, but it just hit me. And knowing that men target women like this, because her story is her story, but this type of stuff does happen a lot, and it happens with professionals, it happens with people who you would never imagine to be in this type of lifestyle, but they take advantage of women who are in the ghetto, you know. And especially these American men who go over to foreign countries and paid these women little amounts in US dollars to have with kids, with children. They pay the most. And it's so sad. And just thinking the fact that one man raped and murdered 90 women and draws them and talks about them as if they're fond memories, and then says that he doesn't believe in God, or that why wouldn't God approve of his life or disapprove of his life if he's been doing it so long. But don't he know hell exists? It's just terrible. But especially all those lost spirits are going to be waiting on him. Oh my God, it's just crazy. I have another video to record, even though this one is an hour, so I'm done with that video, you guys. I'm actually gonna go make a video for my business channel. I might do that in the morning. I just want to get these out in the same day, kind of, you know, to have you have something to watch during this quarantine. I've been going a long time, might as well just throw something in there. But yeah, I want to do a video about just my business tips, how I grew my business to where it's at now. It's not that far, but I would say about 4 orders in a month since I've opened, and that is pretty good. It's good in my eyes, because like it's something, you know. And my Instagram is growing, other things are growing, I'm making networking connections. It's just like I'm very humble about it in a way. And it's like, yeah, I want some things to move faster, but it is what it is, you know. And definitely try to think of more content for my business page, because I don't even really know what to post that much. But at least I have some type of algorithm on one page, you know. But I keep on jabbering. This is about an hour and 4 minutes long. So yeah, you guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and do all that stuff I said earlier. Because it's so repetitious. But yeah, that's the end of my video, you guys. And yeah, comment other videos. Yeah, that's the end of my video, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias, my Instagram, both YouTubes. I did start a Facebook, but I'm not really on it, you know, Frequencyscollection. But yeah, have a good night, a good morning, wherever you are, and make sure to leave some suggestions down below, what you may like to see, or what you think about the video, or what you know about the case that I may not have said that you may want to share with the public, or your suspicions, you know, regular conversations, because I really like it when you guys engage in a conversation. And my comments, like, even if I don't comment back, I really do like to read it and see what you guys are saying to each other, because really you guys teach me in the comments some things, because I find out things from my comments. I find out when certain cases have been solved, documentaries, when they found the murderer, things like that. So I really do like reading the comments, even if you may not think that I've saw it, I've seen it. But even some things that I've commented back at, well, commented on, YouTube doesn't even show that I commented back on it, and it's kind of repetitive for me to like go back and find old comments and what I said and say the same thing back. So I didn't say anything back after I seen that I didn't post, but there was a lot of them that I commented back on that was not there, a lot of them that I liked that was not liked, and I was like, cringe moment. But I just wanted to throw that in a video, because you guys might think, oh, she's ignoring me. I'm not ignoring anything. I read and see everything, you know. But yeah, that's in my video, you guys. Peace. Oh, another thing, I don't think I'm going to be making a video about this coronavirus stuff again, but I did see a vision about June. It may end in June, okay? Something's happening in June. Okay? Okay. Nice talking to you.